I would use this box to sell it to your customer for these reasons. It's all 304 stainless in and out. It's a bottom mount box. You have a 16.5-inch door handle. It's 304 metal inside. You have lifetime warranty on the shelf clips. Stay open door feature for easy loading. Okay, at standard. You got a 30-second door alarm. It's going to go off every 30 seconds. It also has a digital diagnostic controller here. We have a manual defrost here. Okay, if you feel the need, you have to go into a defrost system. You can engage that immediately, and it goes off after, I think, 30 minutes. Okay, it'll run, and then it goes back into its normal cycle. This unit will range in temp, this freezer, from 5 to -10.
Another unique change for South Bend. On the Ultimate series, which is basically all 4 of these pieces over here, are configurable every 12 inches. So however you want to make your top, every 12 inches you can do burner, charcoal, griddle, hot top, however you want it. In any order, any way, just build it within the footprint. One thing you'll see on this piece, it's got this new 48-inch wide oven door. This fits 4 full-size sheet pans. Sign where you can unlatch the bottom and clean inside and out. So it's very similar to what you see in the commie industry. So we'll still have this style with the steel and the glass inserts, a solid door, and also full glass. Our own style though, we didn't have a griddle on top. We still have it available with a griddle on top. We're showing it with a stainless top because what we're seeing is that griddle isn't being used for what the original design intentions are. It's meant for searing your product, finishing it in the broiler. Well, it seemed to be turning into a plate warmer, so we wanted to make a lower cost broiler. Adding the stainless top is going to be a deduct, so it'll actually reduce your net and reduce the cost to the customer. So that's what we're showing here. We have it on top of a Convection oven. So the design purpose of this is instead of like the griddle searing, starting on your grate, you're going to sear your product 2-3 minutes on each side, and then you're going to finish the Convection oven below. It's a temperature.
This particular unit here, if you want to come around, it's called the Convection. This preheats the hot dogs automatically so that you're not worried about putting cold hot dogs on your unit. It preheats it to the safe temperature serving, and then it holds them for 4 to 6 hours. So then if you run out of hot dogs, instead of worrying about putting a cold hot dog and the customer grabbing that, you can just transfer the product from here to here. A new toaster that we're introducing this year is this conveyor toaster that also has impingement technology. Instead of just having radiant heat on like the rest of our lines, now this has impingement, which is a forced hot air that is added into the toasting process. So first of all, it's extremely fast. You can toast a bagel like this in about 15-17 seconds. Second of all, because of the forced air in there, the edges used to be, in the past we used to have, in order to get a brown toast like this, the edges seem to be a little bit more toasted or slightly burned. We're able to get a more even distribution of toast. In addition to that, you could use it as a cheese melter. You'll have a feature where you can hit a button and have the conveyor go in for 10 to 15 seconds, melt any type of topping product on the sandwich.
30 series, we have both the touchscreen, the digital controls as you see. The cool thing about our touchscreen is you have the capability for up to 1,000 different menus. Select on the recipe button, you can select any recipe you want, or you can also go in and program any recipe you want, pretty easy. You can get it in our 5 half-size sheet pan oven, the E33, or you can also get it in the E32, which is our full-size, 5 full-size sheet pan oven. This is an accessory you can buy after the fact if need be, but we got the core probe that we have here. So if you have a protein product in here, now you can actually have a core setting with the internal temperature of your protein product now.
Where you can see it, get to it, you press the button up here, and you the power button, it'll start the ice making cycle and stop the ice making cycle. And you'll know the machine is running because you'll see that light lit. When the machine's filled up, you'll see this light light up. So you can look across the room and see that the reason it's not running is because it's full of ice. When people shut off an ice machine because they don't want it running during the meeting, invariably they forget to turn it back on until they need it. So now you can go ahead and put a 4, 12, or 24-hour delay. That'll help save some efficiency, energy, and so on. You want to do a clean cycle? Just press and hold the clean button for 3 seconds, and you initiate a clean cycle. If there's a problem with the machine, this little wrench will light up. Like if it stayed in the freeze cycle for 1 hour 3 times in a row, it'll light up and tell you, hey, I got a problem, come check me out. If it does it 6 times in a row, it'll shut it down.
That we came out with on the WFP food processors with the sealed mold and the adjust. We've taken it to a machine now that there's nothing like it in the industry. This is a WFP 16, the S, which is just a bowl only sealed, and the SCD, which comes with the bowl. It comes with a continuous feed chute, and it also comes with a dicing kit. This has everything that you could ever want in a food processor. It's big, it's 4-quart capacity in the bowl. It's powerful, it's 2 horsepower. It has our patented adjustable slicing disc. You know, every time you turn that knob, it goes a millimeter, so you have 16 cuts. It comes with a grating disc for cheese, and our patented whipping disc, which I'm going to take you up front and show to you. But this is the only food processor in the industry that will make meringue, whipped cream, and butter. And this is also a standard accessory that comes with this. Exclusive, patented. All of our blades, they lock in with a gasket. Also a patented feature. All kinds of safety features, and Fab just pouring in some heavy cream. We'll let it run for 15 minutes.
Green you can have, a little bit, and if you want, we could do some.
You know, flavored butter is really popular at a lot of restaurants. They've got garlic, apple, they put it in ramekins, and this is a very inexpensive way to make butter.
5 seconds. You know, you were joking, but we actually could.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, we can make hard butter.
I've never seen that.
That's phenomenal.
Please taste.
It's called a cold locker. It's provided with a refrigeration system that Norlake invented, which is called the capsule pack refrigeration. Really all it is just a large version of a reach-in. When the customer gets this product, it's easy to install. The refrigeration system typically doesn't require a drain or plumbing or a refrigeration service agency. They literally put it together themselves. As you can see here, typically, the typical walk-in will have a box with a fan in it, and that's what most people are familiar with. With this system, there's no fan hanging down in here, which could limit storage capacity.
Just to show you at Advanced Tabco how we try to make things different and make things unique, better for the operator. You know, these knee pedals. A lot of people like the knee pedals because the electronic faucets just don't work right all the time. So we came out with a knee pedal. Now most knee pedals you've seen have one for hot, one for cold. Now to the best of my knowledge, most people like to wash with warm water. So what we do to make things different and better, we have this right here. We have a mixing valve underneath. You can set something with the mixing valve, set the temperature, and then you can get constant warm water all the time. One of the more popular items at the show. This is basically a carving station. You know, we're doing laminates now. People who know about Advanced Tabco for all the years we've been there didn't think we do laminates. That's for dinner. We're doing laminates, all the different things. So this is just a carving station. What's really nice about it is, you notice this is the cutting board over here, you move it, there's a sink underneath. So all the juice goes in there, so then where's it going to go? If you look under here, we have a manifold that's going into a bus box. If someone points it out, they can now pick up all the juice and pour it right back on. Well, we're going to hope they sneeze guards and food shields. This is something something new to Advanced Tapco. We looked at it again. We tried to make things different, unique, make things a little better. I think all the other food shields we've seen have 2 points of contact to try to adjust. They take 2 people to raise and lower it, adjust it. Ours is a new apparatus right here. This mechanism. 1 person can adjust the shelf. Feel free to try it over there. You just pull it out. 1 person. You can rotate 360 degrees. It has 24 different spots every 15 degrees. Do the math. 360 degrees. 1 person to raise and lower and adjust the shelf. And as you see, we can powder coat, anodize any color you want.
We have the 1814. 1814, why do we call it 1814? 18 inches wide, 14 inches deep. It will cook 3 baskets of food. It is also oil conserving, but it's in the larger vat category. It is Energy Star rated, qualifies for energy saving rebates. It has built-in filtration.
Induction we've been developing for a lot of years, but we're starting to really ramp up the availability of the different components. We put this suite together to show off the latest developments that we have available. One of them being the whole line, basically your steam table without steam. The nice thing about that, these are, if you look in the glass, you can see the temperature. So this piece here, I would say, is probably the most versatile piece of equipment in the industry. It's basically like a stationary braising pan. The difference between this piece of equipment and those there, that there you can turn it on, but nothing happens until you put a pot on it because it activates the magnetic coils down below. This one's a little bit different. This piece here actually activates it. So as soon as you turn it on, it's heat 3.5 minutes, 450 degrees, right across the surface, and it's corner to corner. It's very even. This here, when I say it's the most versatile, you can griddle on it, you know, just the drainer, you know, scrape your grease down there, or you can cook anything you want in it. You can do potatoes in it, you can do soup in it, you can do broth in it, you can do anything you want in this thing.
This is our basic 180 high temp dish machine with a built-in booster. It'll work both as a high temp or a low temp just by turning down the temperatures of either the tank heat and the booster heat. There's also a 3-door unit, so it'll be in a corner or an inline, same unit. You don't have to order a different one, simply move the tray rail in here. On top of it, we've installed a heat exchanger. As the steam is drawn up past the exchanger, stuff, the cold water that is passing through the exchanger causes it to recondense and go down the drain. The water that is heated up going through the condenser then is pumped into the booster heater, and that becomes the booster heater makeup water. So it has both a hot water and a cold water connection. This does not use any additional water than a traditional machine 180 that we have.
Gas, countertop, drop-in, heat on demand unit. And the heat on demand side is pressing this micro switch, puts the flame up, take the pan off, and the flame goes off. So you take heat out of the kitchen and you save energy costs.